my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As always, there will be timestamps listed down below so you can jump around, and if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and thumbs this video up. I do try to post 7 days a week, sometimes a couple of times a day. You just never know, and you want to be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you just never miss out on all of the fun, the goodness, the new releases, new content, and everything that is the Fawn family, because it really is the best place to be on YouTube. And I have a really leaky eye today. This hasn't happened in quite some time, and today it is leaking and driving me mental. And you can expect that as well, usually. It just hasn't happened in a while, and I thought I was past that. Now, this video shout out goes to Kristen Greer. Greer? I think it's... I had such a horrible person for to spell it or say... Oh my god. Well, I'm fired. I am fired. It is late at night, and I am fired. I think it's Greer. Right, Kristen? Right? Or is it Christine? Now I'm even more confused. I love how you have it spelled, but let me know, is it Christine or Kristen? A or B? Because you have such a unique spelling of your name. I just knocked over a bunch of stuff. Yeah. And, okay, I need a second. Hold on. I'm knocking over so much right now. It is unbelievable. But Christine, I'm not sure. Your name is, it's such a unique spelling with the K and then the Y. I'm not 100% sure. And I just realized that I think I've given you a shout out before, and I never caught it to question whether I was saying it correctly. And right now I wanted to revisit you, and then I revisited another OG Fawn, but I don't want to give it away because she'll be excited when she gets her shout out in the video that's going up after this video. But I just really wanted to give you two girls another shout out because it's been so long, and now I'm realizing I could have said it incorrectly before and I never caught myself. So I'm so sorry, and now I feel like a complete tool. But you are so unbelievably sweet, uplifting, genuine, good-hearted. I love you so much. You are just such an incredible person, and I love that you are part of the Fawn family. I love how interactive you are, how much commenting you do, and just you can tell that you have such a good soul. I so wish that you and like Becky and so many of you girls that live in the UK didn't live in the UK, because you guys live so far away from me, and I mean, hopefully one day we'll all get a chance to meet, but I just want you girls in the US, so that way it's more likely that I'll get to meet you girls and hug you girls and hang out with you girls, and Sophia too, and there's just so many of you that live so far away, and I just hope so badly that I get the opportunity to meet all of you one day, because I love you girls so, so much, and we need to make it happen. Just somehow it needs to happen. So Christine, however you say it, I love you so much. I hope you know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, and how special you are to me, to the Fawn family, to this community, and you just really brighten up everybody's days, and I really want to thank you for that. Now, this video is on the new Becca Light palette. This is beautiful. I picked up, obviously, the light to medium, not the darker one, and I'm not going to read you everything that it does because I do that during the unboxing, but it does come with 4 steps. This is the palette. It is a bulkier palette, but I'm okay with that because it's beautiful and it has a lot inside. So, and on the back it has your steps. Again, the camera's not picking it up, but it does tell you 1, 2, 3, 4 and what to do. And then it says be radiant on the mirror. And so you do have a brightening powder, a blurring powder, a contour, and a blush. And the brightening powder I don't find to be brightening. It sets your face really well and it mattifies, but I don't see a brightening aspect to it. But it is a really nice setting powder. So it does still come in handy. This palette does work out well. Then the blurring powder, I don't find that it blurs, but it does give a beautiful radiance. So it is a really great powder, and the fact that it's not loose and it is a powder like this does make it a little bit easier to work with, because you're just dipping your brush into a compact version, a pressed powder versus a loose powder. And this doesn't give the same effect as my Lancome Absolute powder, the Radiant Smoothing Powder in Le Pêche, but it does give a beautiful glow to the skin. And right now, Lancome Radiant Smoothing Powder in the shade specifically Le Pêche is actually removed from the Lancome website, and I'm having a little bit of an anxiety attack because I was on the notify me list and now that's even gone. So I am praying that they are just going through a major inventory restock and that it will come back, not that it's been discontinued, because I don't even have a backup. I only have the one jar. So this one does give a similar type of a dewy, radiant, beautiful glow to the skin. So I'm here for it. I love it. It doesn't blur, that's it. It's just that it doesn't do what it says it's going to do, but it's beautiful. It adds a little touch of color, like the lightest Sunkissed. I went in with a bronzer and still added more color, but it does give enough color where if you were in a pinch and you didn't have time to then also add bronzer, you don't need to. This gives enough color and enough life to your skin and radiance and that luminosity and just like to the skin. It is beautiful. Then the contour shade, I honestly thought I would hate. It is so warm, and I use the Kat Von D Cool Tone, the first one in the palette, and I show you guys a swatch comparison, and they are polar opposites. Kat Von D is like over here for cool tone, and this shade is way over here for warm tone. So I did use it initially to show you what it looks like. Then I did mix in a little bit of my cool tone Kat Von D, and then I used this shade to blend it out, and it is beautiful. This gives you a very soft contour, so if you use this on its own, you won't have like a harsh structured contour, but you will have a very beautiful, soft, glowy contour, which I think is gorgeous. And blending out the harsh cool tone with the warm radiant one really was beautiful. It's being extra, but I'm extra, so I don't mind, and it was gorgeous. And then the blush, beautiful. It is such a universal shade. I didn't know how it would be. It's that marbleized, and I'm like, oh, is it gonna be too warm? I have such an icy, dramatic look going on, and it was beautiful. It is very radiant. This whole palette is radiant with the exception of the brightening powder, which is more mattifying and just sets the face beautifully. But if you guys don't like radiant, I would pass on this palette because the other three are all radiant powders and it just wouldn't be worth it for you. But if you guys like something radiant and you're here for setting your face, giving it a beautiful boost, maybe emphasizing your contour if you do want that structured contour, but then giving it a little glow for blending it out, having a glowy blush, you know, you have a beautiful mirror, it's all in one. This is a very unique palette. I don't think that we've really seen something like this on the market because it's all based on the radiant aspect. It's not matte, and I really do enjoy this. I think that this is a very big win for Becca, and I love that this is something new and different. It's not like another highlighting palette over and over and over again, which I'm also here for because her highlights are beautiful. The formulation is incredible. I own every one of her highlights. I'm pretty damn sure. If I'm missing one, I'm missing one. Like, I love her highlights, but I love that she has introduced something new, and this is beautiful. And it's something I think very similar to what Hourglass has been doing, and this is gorgeous. So I didn't want to give it a shot, and I wanted to let you guys know that this is really, really nice. So if you want to see it in action, then just keep on watching. All right, right now I just have foundation and concealer on. I haven't set anything because we are going to play with this. It came in yesterday and I was so bummed that I didn't realize it was coming in, or I would have filmed with it yesterday. Today is Saturday. So this is the new Becca Light. It is the light to medium face palette. So this says, harness the power of light and positivity. An all-over complexion enhancing palette featuring our brand new sheer glow filter in 4 different finishes. Brighten, blur, I tried to combine brighten and blur into one word. Brighten, blur, contour, and blush. Formulated with innovative light diffusing technology, Sheer Glow Filter Powder acts as a real-life filter, visibly minimizing imperfections and evening skin tone to create a soft, natural radiance. Each shade uses varying levels of pearl and color to blur and define and illuminate for the ultimate goof-proof glow. With effortless blendability and layering power, this palette lets you build and customize your glow. And then it has steps for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is beautiful, by the way, too. Can we just take a moment? It does remind me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury palette. The packaging, just gonna throw that out there, but this is still really beautiful. I just have to say that because it does remind me of that palette that came out around the holidays. Nails are the death of me, I swear. I can't open anything. Oh, this is a big palette, like thick. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. I mean, it's going to be gucked up in no time with fingerprints, but wow, that is beautiful. Oh, look at the size of that mirror and all of that. Damn. Okay, so now it's opposite because that is not number 2. That is number 1. That's number 2. So we're gonna get to, before everything is really creasing, which it's already starting to. All right, so, oh, it says be radiant. I like that. I'm gonna start with the brightening powder using my Wayne Goss Anniversary brush set, and I'm gonna go under my eyes first. It's not really setting it, like, at all. Okay, that's better. Let me see if a powder brush will pick up enough powder for the face, because this is supposed to be all over the face first. This makes me sad I'm not using my lawn comb. There is a hair on my nose that is tickling my nose. Okay, that did a decent job of setting it. There are just a few spots that are a little bit tacky that still need to be set. But I don't think that this is radiant by any means. So that was this first powder. Now we're gonna go into the blur powder. Okay, that has a little bit of radiance. Okay, I don't see any kind of blurring effect. It's giving me radiance. I want to show you one side versus the other. So right now, my whole face has been set with the brighten, and now this side is set with the blur. And I see that it's radiant, and it looks really pretty, but nothing looks blurred. It just is more radiant and highlighted. It's kind of giving a similar effect to my Lancome Absolute powder in the Radiant Smoothing Powder, compared to this side, which is just kind of dull and matte, which I don't think it did any brightening. I think it just set it. I don't see brighten and I don't see blur, but I see radiance. So just something to keep in mind. Though this is also adding a bronze color to the skin. So it's kind of, well, it's not blurring, it's adding radiance and color. I have dog hair just sticking in me today. Okay, here's where we're at with the blur. Now the contour shade looks a little bit warm. Yeah, that's very warm. I mean, that's fairly warm compared to what I usually use is the Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I use the cool side. Oh my god. You can see the difference here. This is Becca, this is Kat Von D. Those are epically different colors. That's almost an orangey contour. That's a bronzer, but not even for my skin. Oh my gosh, I don't want to contour with that. I mean, I will for the sake of showing you guys, but why isn't it cool toned? Like, what? This is my Luxie 130 brush. I always use this one to draw my contour on before I then blend it out. Okay, it's very soft. I wonder if I draw it on with my Kat Von D and then I use this Radiant one to kind of blend it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to take my Kat Von D because this is just, can you see how it's kind of golden but barely showing up? This is probably great for the girl who doesn't want like a harsh contour, but I like a structured contour. So if you just want like a natural glowy, you know, just a light contour, I think that this would work. Like, it's not bad. It's not a bad color. It's just not going to give you a really sculpted look. But it is pretty. Like, you can see that it would work. But I am going to try, I'm going to go into my Shade and Light. See that? That's what I'm used to. And then I usually then take my Royal Land Nickel contour brush and I go into back in here. Because then I just want to like lightly hit it to balance out my face. You want to remember to get under here. Like if you're contouring your jaw, you want to get your neck too, just so it's blended and seamless. I don't have a need to really do my forehead. I do a very light forehead contour just to tie it in. But I don't like sit here to contour my forehead. This is just to tie in the fact that I'm doing a little bit on the cheek and then a little bit on the chin. So I don't take a more dense brush or anything. It's just to get the color up in here. And then I don't do my nose. I will take the Luxie brush in the cool tone and go. Because if you pout and you put it right under your lip, it'll just enhance your lips a little bit more. Then normally I go back into my cool tone and I blend it out. I'll try with the Becca and the warm tone and just see what happens. Now when you're blending your contour, you want to blend and then you want to go up and backwards. You don't want to go down and you don't want to go frontwards, because you want the whole point to contouring is to structure upward, so you want to blend upward when you're blending it out. Those two are playing nicely together. I like that. It's softening it up and giving it a glow. So I still have my cool tone undertone, but then that's really nice for blending. Like, look at the difference. And I haven't bronzed. So there's that side, and then that's what we did with it. Alright, I'm going to bronze up the skin. I think I need to mix a little bit more of the cool tone. I just do. I wanted to show that to you guys for demonstrative purposes, but I need my cool tone mixed in there too. I do like the combo, but this is definitely a very convenient travel palette because of the luminous setting powder and the fact that you can get away with contouring. So I'm going to quickly bronze and then I'll come back to blush because this does include a blush, so I'll use the one that's in here. It should hopefully go. It has some purpley tones in there, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's try this blush out. So taking my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flawless Blush Brush. It is just big enough to be able to get your brush over it. It's a bit of a pain in the butt because you can't like fully evenly coat it in one swipe, but you can make it work. I do also want to show you guys, it is a fairly dusty palette once you're really going ham in there with your brushes, but not terrible. It's just not pretty after one use on the inside. That is pretty and very luminous and buildable. I like it. All right, here is the final look. I know I integrated the Kat Von D and I haven't highlighted yet, but this is very radiant and very, very pretty. So this is a nice palette. It just depends on what you're looking for, if this is something that you'd incorporate into your routine or not, but it is really nice and it does what it's supposed to do. So I think that this is definitely a win. So now I need to go do my brows, highlight, finish off my lower lash line and all that shebang, which you guys are gonna see in the intro anyways. So that does it for this video. Please thumbs it up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.